Last week, I sold $1 short of $1,900 on eBay, Facebook, Poshmark, Mercari, and Amazon. These are the sales from October 25th through the 30th. So that's a Monday through Saturday. Now, this will not be every sale that I made. It's just the highlights of the sales that I'd like to share with you. I will share in detail what the item sold for, what I paid for it, how long it was listed, and what my net profit is. If that sounds like something that interests you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel as I post these videos at least once a week. Let's get started. My name is Sandra, also known as Piece of Scrap on eBay, Poshmark, Facebook, Mercari, and Amazon. I am a reseller part-time, however, I do have 20 years of experience selling on eBay. My full-time job as a technology professional, reselling is my passion. Now let's see what I sold last week for close to $2,000 as a part-time gig. We'll start over on Poshmark. I sold these pair of can denim jeans for $32, my full asking price. I paid $2 for these at a local thrift store. So my profit on these after the fees of $7.90 were $22.10. The buyer did pay shipping. I do pick up can every now and then when I can get it at a good price, and $2 was not bad. This is what that tag looks like if you've not seen it before. But yes, can denim, this was a size 9 by 28, so a fairly good size. The next item that sold on Poshmark was a set of Fiesta silverware. It's the orange color. Now I do have luck selling silverware, and this probably could have went for more money, almost double this, but it sold within 1 week of listing. So the buyer sent me an offer of $25, which I accepted. I paid $5 for this set at Goodwill, so my profit was $15. So keep your eye open for this Fiesta wear. That's what that symbol looks like on it. They do make bright colored flatware. The next item that sold on Poshmark was a pair of Levi denim jeans. These are the 501 button fly. I paid $4.25 for these at Goodwill. They sold for my full asking price of $49. Now these were listed a while, about 7 months, but I was holding out for the right buyer to come along and pay full price. These were somewhat imperfect in that they had some slight fading on them and a few faint spots across the front. But I disclosed that in my listing right here, and he still paid full price. So my profit on these denim jeans, $34.95. Keep your eye open for the Levi Buttonfly 501 denim jeans. The next item that sold for me on Poshmark was a pair of Berne, B-E-R-N-E overalls. These were the striped blue and white bib overalls. This was a new to me brand, but it looked very similar to Carhartt. So I ran comps on it in the store, and they actually turned out pretty good. This sold for my full price of $42 within a couple weeks on Poshmark. It is slightly imperfect in that it has a tear by the pocket, but that didn't seem to deter this buyer. I disclosed that in this photo as well as in my description. So even if an item is slightly flawed, they do still sell. Here's a close-up picture of that tag. It's kind of got a bear on it with B-E-R-N-E. My profit on this pair of denim overalls, $29.35. The last item I want to share with you on Poshmark is an Under Armour coat. I paid $5.25 for this at Goodwill over the summer. It sold for my full price of $72 on Poshmark. So my profit after the fees and cost of goods sold, $52.35. Now the buyer did open a case on this once they received it and said it was listed in the men's area, which you can see here, but she said it fit more like a woman's size. I simply replied to her case stating that the measurements were listed, and they're listed right here. I always include measurements in my listings for cases such as this. Poshmark did cite in my favor and release the funds, so I know it's not always easy to take measurements of your items and include them in the listing, but it can save you in cases like this. So again, after it was all said and done, I made a profit of $52.35 on this Under Armour jacket. Next, we'll hop over to eBay. I sold this pair of Carhartt workwear overalls. I paid $10 for this at a garage sale. I had it listed high at almost $116. The buyer sent me an offer of $75, which I accept. It is a size 42 short, which is probably not that popular. So the buyer paid $25 shipping. My profit after the fees and cost of goods sold, $62.38. I included all of the keywords in my title: coveralls, lined, insulated, and obviously Carhartt men's. The next item that's sold on eBay is another new to me brand. This is Crest. It's a plus size 3X, which also I found very appealing. It's brightly colored with an Aztec print. Crest, I ran comps for it in the store, and that does do fairly well on eBay. It's a fleece material. This looked rarely worn, but I listed it still in pre-owned condition. So it was listed about 1 week. The buyer paid my full price of $64.99 plus $12 shipping. I paid $3.50 for this at Goodwill. So my profit on this fleece jacket, $54.16. Crest for outdoorsmen. So this is another new to me brand. So keep your eyes open for this. It has a horse on the label, and I believe they're usually fairly colorful with an Aztec design. The next item that's sold on eBay is a Bob Mackie 100% silk blouse. Also plus size. I paid $3.50 for this at Goodwill. I had it listed high at $47.50 because it is silk and a very large size. The buyer sent me an offer of $28 plus $7 shipping, so they were $35 all in. My profit on this shirt, $22.80. And the last item I want to share with you on eBay is a pair of pajamas. With the holidays coming up and all, Pajamagram does an excellent job at marketing. You always hear their advertisements on the radio. This I paid $7 for at Goodwill. They do charge me by piece, so each piece was $3.50. I had it listed for $29.92. It's sold on promotion of $25.43 plus $9 shipping. It is new without tag. So my profit on this, $22.95. I thought this would sell for a little bit more money, a little bit faster. It took about 7 months to sell. But with the holidays coming up, I knew it would sell. How's everyone doing? Do you like this content? If so, do me a favor and click that like button, which is the thumbs up. It tells me you like this kind of video and would love for me to create more of them. It takes just a second, it's free, and it really helps my channel. Next, we're gonna jump over to Mercari. I sold this bra. It's a full figure underwire bra, and it does have the breast cancer awareness ribbon on the back. I had this listed high at $34. The buyer sent me an offer of $29, which I accepted. It sold within 24 hours. So my profit on this $2 bra, $22.96. It's a fairly large size, 40C, and under this sold sign is where they have that pink ribbon. I was able to look up the exact style by Googling this 85567 number, and the awareness full figure underwire bra popped up. So if you have a WACOL, WACOAL bra, look for that number, and then to find the exact style, search for it on Google. And the last time I want to share with you on Mercari is a Halloween costume I picked up at the thrift store for 50 cents. It sold for $16 plus the delivery charge of $7.99. My profit on this Halloween costume, $13.14. It was new in the package. This I got flagged on Facebook for listing this surgeon kit with the mask, I guess, is what flagged it. I'm not real sure. But I was unable to cross-post this on Facebook. I didn't have to because it's sold on Mercari. Okay, now we're going to jump over to Facebook. I picked up these 2 vintage blow mold pumpkins at Goodwill for $1 each. They were slightly faded from the sun. They did not have bulbs or an electric cord. And Goodwill, as usual, writes the price right on the item, but I disclosed all of that in my listing, and they sold on Facebook for $29. Facebook had a promotion where they covered the shipping, so my profit on these 2 pumpkins, $27. The next item that sold on Facebook is a GE Deluxe Timatan Vintage Sun Lamp, complete with the eyewear, instructions, and original box. I paid $8 for this at a local thrift store after running comps on it in the store. The buyer paid my full price of $79 plus shipping. So my profit on this vintage item, $67.05. Those of you that follow me on Instagram may recognize this Timatan from my Instagram story in a game I like to play called Buy or Pass. I asked my Instagram followers if they would buy or pass on this GE Timatan vintage electronic. 73% said pass, while 27% said buy. Thankfully, I don't always listen to my Instagram followers. If you're not already following me on Instagram, please do. I'm at pieceofscrap. Now, the last 2 items I came across in my inventory as I was doing some cleanup. I actually went through my shoes and matched all the single shoes together and lumped them together. And in the very bottom of that tub was this pair of shoes. So these are Keens. I paid about $3 for these back in the day at a thrift store. I completely forgot about them and left them unlisted. They actually sold within 2 weeks of listing for my full price of $64 on Facebook plus shipping. So my profit after the cost of goods sold and the Facebook fee of $346 was $57.54. So these are Keen outdoor hiking men's shoes. The last item that I will share with you also sold on Facebook. It's a vintage ceramic Christmas tree. Actually, the same day that I cleaned out my shoe tub, I went through my coffee mug tub as well, and this was buried deep inside. Now, it is somewhat imperfect in that it's missing some of the lights, but that didn't matter. This sold within 1 day of listing for $35. Facebook had a promotion where they covered the shipping charge, so my profit on this $2 garage sale find, $31.12. So note to self, go through your tubs and list anything that's not listed. I sold 2 items fairly quickly within a couple weeks that I didn't even realize weren't listed. I just shared with you not every sale that I had last week, but 15 of the highlighted sales that helped me gross close to $1,900 last week. I don't always share this detailed information, but for those of you that are interested, this is a screenshot of the spreadsheet that I use to track all of my sales. I pulled the sales for last week and put them in this worksheet. As you can see here, I have it broken down by site, the date I shipped it, the date I listed it so I know how long it took to sell, a detailed description, my buy price, so I do know down to the very penny what I paid for each item, any shipping that I paid. This is the column for the Amazon, Poshmark, Mercari fees. I calculate my eBay fees at 13%, which is this column over here. I have the sales price plus any shipping received, leaving me a net profit in this column. And scrolling down here, you'll see that last week's sales were $1 shy of $1,900. My profit for last week, after the fees and the cost of goods sold, plus the shipping that I actually paid, was $1,341.77. If you learned anything from today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you found my spreadsheet impressive, give me a thumbs up. I do post what sold videos weekly, so subscribe to my channel and I will link another what sold video here. Continue watching.